Hello
Assalamualaikum.
and hi
Hi
everyone.
everyone. We are from section 37. Will be presenting Sign with S project. My name is Najwa binti Farid and my matric number is 2113874.
My name is Naifa binti Nizam. My metric number is 2111098.
My name is Nadia binti Muhammad Isa and my matric number is 2119400.
My name is Khalisa binti Fauzi. My matric number is 2116042.
And my name is Nur Afifa binti Johari and my metric number is 2116140.
Alright, first and foremost, according to the article from Human Rights Watch website in 2019, sign languages have been used by more than 70 million deaf people worldwide to communicate. In Malaysia, there are about 9,000 people who are currently using Bahasa Isyarat Malaysia, what we call is BIM. Sign language allows them to learn, work, access services, and be included in the communities. According to the World Health Organization statistics on deafness, more than 5% or 430 million people of the world's population have hearing loss or deafness. 700 million people are expected to have disable hearing loss and deafness by 2050. Due to the social stigma, these disabilities are typically ignored and people choose to speak about them for fear of being criticized or ridiculed. It is important that the public is informed about deaf and mute people, as well as the fact that not everyone with a hearing disability is done. Next slide. So our objective is, first, this project has three distinct objectives that must be performed. First, the primary goal is to promulgate awareness and sensitivity among the hearing impaired community. The second one is to narrow the communication gap between the general population and persons with disabilities. It also aspires to enhance the welfare of deaf individuals and finally, to contribute to the development of an inclusive community that supports and understands one another. Next slide. So our outcomes from this project is, the first one is for the people themselves, since they may be able to grasp the fundamental level of sign language skills. Furthermore, it has the potential to develop a graduate who is generous and attentive to the needs and welfare of his or her society. So additionally, the impact of this initiative involves alleviating the burden of deaf individuals, since the more in society who can speak and comprehend with them. So the simpler it is for them to seek support and treatment from the facility provided. So finally, this effort contributes the development of a unified community that is altruistic and caring toward one another. Thank you. I will pass to Najwa Farid.
Thank you, Muna, for the explanation just now. Moving on to the next section, I am going to present the program structure and our project timeline. This program will be conducted in two phases to achieve different goals. In the first phase, that takes place from January to March, this program will start by conducting a class at a basic level of sign language. This class will be run every week for 3 months, starting from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. The expected participants are 30 students from the International Islamic University Malaysia (IIUM). On top of that, as COVID-19 remains dominant in most of the place, we will be using Zoom as a platform to conduct the class, and it is truly a blessing in disguise as conducting online will not only saving the cost but also making it easy for the students to participate in the class from wherever they are. This project milestone is, firstly, the students are actively participating in every class. This is to make sure and certify that the students could grasp the lessons in every class. The second milestone is to see the development of the students, whether they can excel or not in every assessment that will conducted every month. Next, the program will continue in the second phase with its objective to give an opportunity for the student to apply the knowledge and connect with the hearing impaired community. Now, this is the exciting part as the students get to experience themselves in internship programs that will happen in 1 month in April. The internship place will take place at Cafe Includes Petaling Jaya. cafe includes is an independent cafe fully managed and operated by fellow disabled Malaysians. Its objective is to provide decent and equal jobs as well as entrepreneurial opportunities for the disabled community. Therefore, it is wonderful to collaborate with them as students will get to experience what is it like to interact and connect directly with the deaf and hard of hearing community. Apart from that, this project is also collaborating with Islamic TV, an amazing platform that has reached 1.5 million readers that aims to affluent and urban audience through news, lifestyle, and food content in Bahasa Malaysia. This collaboration aims to enhance more awareness about the importance in mastering the sign language. Lastly, in the final month, students also will have a chance to visit two special education schools or sekolah berpendidikan khas for hearing impaired students. It is hoped that this visit will not only be bridging the gap between them, but also increase the sensitivity within the students itself about the importance of mastering sign language to realize an inclusive society that is connected and leave no one behind regardless of the circumstances and incapability they have. Next, I will elucidate our project timeline starting from December to May. After the approval of the project, we need 1 month before the program starts to run the technical tasks like confirmation from the instructors, collaborators, and outside partners, promote the program in social media application, and lastly, handling the registration of the participants. Moving on to the first of the month where the program will officially start in January, it will begin with a monthly class that has different activities for every week. In brief, for every class in January, the participant will learn how to perform the basic alphabet using body gestures in sign language. And they also will have a chill time watching short documentaries and films about how mute and deaf people go through their daily life. Not to mention the first assessment that the student will take is a quiz to see the level of understanding of the students in the class. After that, the class will continue in February and March with its different activities. For example, they will learn how to communicate on common topics or questions that are normally applied in typical conversation, conduct a simulation about the students conversing with their friends using sign language, and not to mention the monthly assessment about producing short videos on significance of sign language, and final task to investigate the effectiveness of the classes to the students in mastering sign language. 1 month before the program ends, the student will be experiencing an internship program at Cafe Includes in Petaling Jaya. Secondly, collaboration with Ismail TV will take place where we will be recording a video to enlighten our community about sign language and its benefit as well as promoting this program to the community. This video will only involve instructors from this program. And last but not least, a visit to special education school, Sekolah Pendidikan Khas Vocational Shah Alam and Community Service Center for the Deaf. It's not only to give exposure to the students on how to interact directly with the community in that school, but also to contribute some of funds to the community itself. Finally, in May, after the internship program has ended, we will hold a closing ceremony for the students and instructors to deliver awards and honor in participating in this program. To verify this program has run in an ethical manner, we will produce reports of the program to give insight and feedback and improvement if this program will held again in the future. Next, I'll pass to Nadia to deliver her part.
Thank you, Najwa, for the great explanation about the program. Next, I'm going to explain about the program organizational chart with the income and expenditure. Before that, as we all know, an organizational structure defines how activities such as tasks, allocation, coordination, and supervision are directed toward the achievement of the organizational aims. Therefore, the organizational structure of this program will be comprised of 5 main committees with different job scope. We have Najwa Farid, the project manager, is the leader who will engage with the team and ensure that the project is carried out according to the timeline and program structure. Second, we have Nur Afifa, our secretary, will be responsible for maintaining an effective record and producing a report after the program. Thirdly, I, Nadia, as the financial controller, will monitor and manage financial transactions that happen throughout the program and prepare financial report after the program. Fourthly, the job scope of the publication and promotion officer will be given to Nikmuna, and she will be responsible to prepare and provide infographic materials that will be used in advertising and promoting information about the program. Next, we have Nur Khalisa as the public relations officer who will be responsible for obtaining sponsorship and collaboration with the respective party. Finally, a task job scope will be monitored by Nur Afifa, and she will make sure to handle any difficulties and any technical needs throughout the program. Move on to our project income, costs and resources. Okay, regarding the project income and sources, we require all our 30 students to pay monthly fees of 75 ringgit per month, and total up for this payment monthly, we will receive 9,000 ringgit as our program will be conducted in 4-month periods. Furthermore, to pay other expenses, we are looking for additional income, and we anticipate a sponsorship of 3,000 ringgit from the Disability Service Unit of International Islamic University Malaysia. And we assume this project overall revenue is to be around 12,000 ringgit. In terms of project cost, we estimate that there will be 7,550 ringgit, and it's cover the salaries of our 2 instructor who will be paid 100 ringgit for each lesson they teach, and it will cost 1,200 ringgit for each instructor because our sign language project will include 12 class over a 4-month period. Following that, as specified in the scheduled activity, we will have a quiz session in stage 1. Therefore, we have set aside 150 ringgit for the prize winner, and 1,350 ringgit is set aside for t-shirt printing for each participant, which costs 45 ringgit each. And 150 ringgit is set up for the participant program certification. Moreover, 500 ringgit will be provided to pay Seismic TV as the payment in collaboration with us in doing this project. And last but not least, in keeping with the project goals, we will fund and contribute some of our revenue to Sekolah Menengah Pendidikan Khas Vocational Shah Alam and Community Service Center for the Deaf with 1,500 ringgit each as a part of our community support. I think that's all from me. I will pass the floor to Nur Khalisa.
Thank you, Nadia. Okay, moving on. Uh, in this program, we prioritize the SDG 16, which is SDG 16 aims to promote peaceful and inclusive society for long-term development, as well as equal access to justice for all people and the information of effective and accountable institutions at all levels. In this sense, inclusion refers to the process of increasing societal engagement while reducing institutional exclusion. It requires citizens to take a serious interest in what government is doing, as well as developing community understanding about the reality of conflict and the importance of peaceful and justice is comprised working to promote peace and justice in your community with the help of school, clubs, teams, and organization. The importance of fair cohabitation is the truth that may be effectively expressed through language that each civilization understand. Beyond exploring the issues of the hereafter and its synonym, the beauty of Islamic teachings extend. In reality, the religion's beauty is hidden in main principle, which contain the theme of ethic for speaking and connecting with others. In various verses of the Al-Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comments the significance of developing a good relationship with another person. This includes the commandments of to exercise ad, which mean justice, amanah, which mean trust, and ihsan, which mean benevolence, regardless of one faith, race, or ability. In Surah Ar-Rahman, verse 7 and 8, which mean the heaven he raised and imposed the balance, and that you do not transgress with the balance. This verse explains how justice will bring about balance not only in nature, in our souls, but also in our interaction with one another. As a result, this project is being carried out in the hope that it will have a significant long-term impact on society. This project will enable a great number of people to communicate in sign language and interact with the deaf community. We have heard and seen many stories from hearing impaired people about how difficult it for them to get help or treatment in the past. For example, in the hospital, patient finds it difficult to interact with the doctors, staff, and nurse because they are unable to communicate with each other. So I will pass to the last presenter, Afifa.
Okay, thank you, Khalisa, for the excellent explanation. Next, I will continue with the what is expected impact of the sign language project. So the first important impact is the student that participate in the class will gain sign language skills. In terms of project, the program primary step will equip students with practical learning materials and skills that will help them improve their sign language abilities. The second important impact is it is also help students improve their communication skills by allowing them to interact with persons who are not only normal but also impaired. Do you know learning any language will help to stimulate your brain and give it a good workout? So sign language are no different. So by that, I mean it can enhance its cognition, student creative thinking, brain functionality, memory, spatial awareness, mental rotation skill, and more. So regarding to the project, students who participate in the programs, second stages will get experience that will improve their sensitivity and awareness of the hearing impaired community. Furthermore, the third important impact is they will also get the opportunity to make new friends with the people with whom they will be working at the internship location. And as part of being involved the different individual within the deaf community, students can also build relationship with the new people. Failing that, if they are learning sign language with other people, they can learn together and get to know each other online and offline. Lastly, students who are going into a workforce can use the abilities they have gained to work and interact with a group or the deaf community. As a result, it will undoubtedly make it easier for those with hearing impairment to receive support and treatment or any information. And it is good to see if existing community to apply the sign language like we now have doctors, business people, scholars, and instructors in our community interact fluently with the deaf community. Okay, and next slide. So, in conclusion, this project has a significant impact on the individual, community, and the country. So, in this project, including the program structure, finance, and project integrity, that program created is to ensure that program meets the goals and objectives. This program is associated with the university's Sejahtera Center goals, which is include promoting for the university sustainability, humanism, and sejahtera agenda. As a result, it is a hope that the International Islamic University Malaysia administration will accept the project implementation with the aim that the other university will soon follow in promoting the use of sign language throughout society.
That's all from us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.